Well, well, aren't you the overachiever?
Hello?
I've been admiring your handiwork. We all have.
You put on a good show. Maybe you're not useless after all.
Our new friend surely has some questions. Perhaps we should introduce ourselves.
Name's Murphy. Head upstairs to the top floor. I've got a proposition for you.
And don't worry, we'll play nice this time.
Okay. Hey. What's up, my brother?
Excuse me.
Gotta admit, I'm impressed. Stella here tells me this was all her little ruse. No hard feelings, huh?
Is this how you treat everyone? Or are you just putting on the charm for me?
And a sense of humor, too. I like it. Sorry for any misunderstanding. We're a shoot first, ask questions later kind of place. Never can be too careful with looters breaking and entering these days.
Don't misunderstand. We're not criticizing you. Those were fair kills.
Really? I shot him like
You
60
didn't know
times.
who we were, and we didn't know you from a random looter. Thankfully, Stella fessed up.
Hey, I was just trying to have a little fun. How was I supposed to know they weren't a common criminal?
Yeah, we're all friends now. Let's skip to the part where you help me.
That's rather presumptuous. After taking out 2 of our crew, I wasn't under the impression we owed you anything.
You got a cool gun. Can I have that?
Well,
What is that?
all depends. What kind of help are you looking for?
Hold on. I have some questions first.
All right, humor me. What do you want to know?
Could you tell me anything about the kid?
Stella hasn't had it easy. Her dad was never in the picture, and her mom raised her at University Point most of her life. Until the Institute torched the place. I met Stella and her mom Judy after they fled to Quincy in 2285. Helped them build a life for themselves there. And then the Quincy Massacre happened.
What was the Quincy Massacre?
We can get into that some other time. Let's just say that life's greatest dangers often come not from external enemies, but from our supposed friends who pretend to work for the common cause while scheming to sabotage it. When the Minutemen betrayed Quincy, most of the residents ended up slaughtered by the gunners, Judy included. I managed to get Stella out, and we made our way north to Concord.
And that traitor Preston followed us here. I'm telling you, he was working with Clint the whole time.
Do I get to kill Preston?
And now he's right down the street. And you still won't do anything about it.
We've been over this, Stella. Innocent until proven guilty. You want me to focus on keeping this place safe from the gunners? Or waste time dealing with the loudmouth fool in the silly hat?
Both. I want justice for what they did to my mom.
And like I explained, you'll get it, if you have patience. Garvey will get what's coming to him eventually. But for now... Wait, hold up. You hear that?
No.
Last mistake.
What is happening?
That's why you don't screw with the gunners.
Hello?
I think it was probably raining.
Okay, this gun sucks. So let's try cranky shotgun. What? Okay. Let's quickly reload. I like this shotgun so far. You guys got that, right?
Tired of shooting people?
You good?
Come on, asshole.
Or do I have to...
Is that
There we go.
Are we safe?
Are we safe? Hey, Eden.
Hey there.
Hey, thanks for your help. Didn't expect help from a stranger. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been here.
This has been
This
the...
hasn't been the friendliest welcome.
Maybe you're right, but you can't be too careful these days. I think it's worth giving it another chance. We'd be glad to consider you a friend.
Looks like it was your lucky day.
You can say that again. I guess it could have been a lot worse.
Okay, there's a naked woman in the
Anyway.
background.
We appreciate the help.
Sorry we got off on the wrong foot. Not looking to cause any trouble.
You weren't afraid the gunners will retaliate?
It's gonna get worse. Way worse. Gunners never back down that quickly. They'll attack anyone they think is too weak to defend themselves. There's nothing left they're afraid of. The only way things will get better is if we stand together.
The Commonwealth is beyond saving.
Yeah, same story everywhere. Well, thanks for your help.
Look, I'd love to explore this topic further, but later. Okay?
Well, it sure was nice chatting with you.
I got a bunch of these guys to loot. Can I loot them? No, I cannot. Oh my gosh.
Hey. You seem different from most of the people here. Why is that? How did you end up here? Come on, tell me the whole story. Who were you before all this? So what are you gonna do now? Don't you think it's time you ditched that mask?
Okay.
What are you hiding? Have you seen yourself? I don't think it's a hard mistake.
Oh, he's
to
actually
make.
saying stuff.
Why is this such a big deal to you? Hey, no pressure, right?
Having formed a psychopathic bond with Alaros, he is now available to be your companion. Not only are you able to understand him perfectly going forward, provided you have subtitles enabled, he has also granted you the Butcher Pete perk, allowing you to fight more like a horror movie villain. Alright, let's see if this worked. Yeah, look at that. You actually have clothes on now. Let's see how beautiful I look with this on. I like it. Hello.
I was afraid those guys might show up. Thanks for your help. You alright?
I have no idea what's going on
I
here.
have no idea what's going on here.
It's complicated. What do you know about the Gunners?
Absolutely nothing. Just raiders with better armor.
Gunners are just raiders with better armor.
It's a little more than just better armor, but I like your spirit. No one's really sure where the Gunners started out, but something changed about 8 or 9 years ago. Out of nowhere, they started sporting plasma weapons, advanced combat gear, and even vertibirds.
What?
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't remember
Where did they
vertibird.
get all that stuff from?
That's a good question. I guess... I don't know.
People bitch about the Institute, but look at what's really been going on. Quincy, GNN, Mass Bay Medical, Mass Fusion, 2 vaults, and all the major freeways. It's the Gunners, not the Institute, who've been gaining the most ground in the Commonwealth.
How much of a threat are they?
No one invests the resources to capture those strategic locations without a larger agenda.
What's wrong with your face now, all of a sudden?
Someone's behind it. We're just not sure who or what. At this point, there's not much to keep the Gunners from taking Good Neighbor, Diamond City, or the towns up north.
Is there a reason that you're bringing this up?
You mean besides the fact that we just got ambushed here in Concord? There needs to be a group to stand up to these assholes. Someone strong, organized, and local. And I'm not talking about the Minutemen. I mean someone with real stones.
So, what did you have in mind? I'm gonna need some more in the way of details.
Ultimately, you gotta ask yourself who you want protecting things. A bunch of Muppets who can't defend what's theirs, or hardened killers who can handle themselves.
That one, second
I
one.
hadn't thought of it that way.
Uncertainty is sometimes better than an overt threat. If you build a reputation for being a little crazy, your opponents are never sure what messing with you will cost. So, they tend to avoid finding out.
Settlers can't instill that kind of fear. Whether it's against raiders, synths, mercs, super mutants, or even mole rats. They've proven time and again that they're incapable of deterring threats to their property over the long term.
Yes.
The Minutemen worked for a while, but they ended up self-destructing.
What happened to the Minutemen?
Depends who you ask. The challenge with running a militia is that volunteers inevitably have their own agendas. For a coalition to last, There needs to be a chain of command where members don't feel too constrained by your influence.
But still fear you enough to follow your lead.
Maintaining morale requires convincing soldiers to think less about themselves and more about the group. Involve them in a cause, a crusade against a hated enemy, and make them see their survival as tied to the success of the militia as a whole.
Of course, it's easier said than done.
Somewhere along the way, we lost that sense of common purpose. Infighting took over, and the militia gradually splintered into different groups. Some became raiders or joined the gunners. Others just disappeared. Quincy was the final blow, and now we're back at square one.
Jesus, what a mouthful.
So what you're saying...
What's the plan again?
Hold on.
Whether it's the Gunners, the Institute, or who knows what other groups are out there, they're too powerful to take on directly. So we've got to use our weaknesses as strengths.
If your enemy is big and you're small, then by extension, you're fast and they're slow. You're hidden and they're exposed.
So we break our forces into independent cells who can operate elusively and autonomously. Fighting only the battles we know we can win, capturing the enemy's weapons and gear along the way.
And using those tools against them in the next encounter. That way, the enemy is supplying us, and we grow stronger as they grow weaker.
Makes sense, I suppose. What's our next move?
I guess I'm just part of it.
Gunners are calculated and cautious. It's gonna take them a while to figure out what just happened, which provides us an opening. The critical elements in any campaign are speed and adaptability, making decisions faster than the enemy can.
Striking first, before the gunners have time to assess and formulate a response, may throw them off balance. Their nearest outpost is up on the freeway, southeast of Walden Pond. That's likely where the attack came from. The freeway wasn't particularly well guarded to begin with. Probably even less so after the raid.
I want you to head over there,
Just me?
take out their remaining guards, and steal their weapons, so we can fortify our presence here in Concord.
Okay.
Prove to me you can handle that task, and I'll have a larger project for you when you return.
So is this...
And if you want bonus points, there's rumor of a raider stash over by Corvega.
I'll do that too,
We'll
probably.
mark the location on your map.
So is this like, instead of the Minutemen, I can do this? So there's two things I want to check first. Well, one, I'm definitely going to have to fix that, why her face is being weird. But, Barbarian. No, that's not it. Bear Hunter? Nope. Butcher Pete. 5% more damage with stabbing weapons. Increased chance to detect victims. Oh. 1 point of health per minute? That's actually not that bad. Hey, I'm sorry, Alaros. I've never really been a person that has followers. You're kind of cool, but...
Hey, got a sec? We should go our separate ways.
Oh my gosh, don't stab me. Do I still have that perk? I do. Ayo. Her face is fixed. I hit her in the face with a hammer, that's how I fixed it. Where did Harley go? I wanted to talk to her. She's... Oh, there you are. Hey.
Hey there.
Didn't Murphy give you a job to do? Didn't Murphy give you a job to do?
Yeah. I wanted to talk to you while you're sitting on the toilet, though. Hey, you're
Hi.
new.
Rough night last night.
Aw. Hey, buddy. I guess I'll go save Preston. Alright. Let's head in there without any plan or class. I don't know. Couldn't think of another word for some reason. How did I miss both shotgun shells at point blank range? Oh my goodness. That aviator cap's better. Alright, boy.
Hell yeah.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's impeccable. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minuteman.
God damn it.
You owe me.
You owe me.
I look
Yeah,
crazy.
sure thing.
I mostly wanted to do this quest so I could have the power armor for the gunners, because the gunners are actually pretty tough. Oh no. My psycho wore off. I guess I'll just have to do more drugs. There we go. Look at how beautiful it looks now. I look silly. So I gotta take out the gunners and then Corvega. Because they said they'll give me bonus points, and I really want their attention and affection. Hello, little dear. Ah, there's no reason to kill you. See you later. Why do I have a bad feeling about that? I'm gonna go this way. I don't know why, I just feel like that's the bad way to go. Let's... Excuse me. It's not kind to shoot. Just shoot. This thing is so inaccurate. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? Hey, you're not that good looking. Stop it with the Molotovs! No one else? Okay. She did. How did I miss? There's not a giant metal man standing here in front of you. I do not remember there being this many people. It's not even in Corvega, is it? What the heck is that? What the heck was that? Don't tell me that was the ghouls. Oh. I wonder if perhaps there's a way to... Oh, look at this. Taking a little break, huh? Not anymore, you're not. Look at that. Ooh.
Scared, huh?
I am a little bit. Okay, now I just need to wait for him to... Well, that tells you a lot about me, doesn't it? I'm in power armor and I'm hiding, I just realized. But you know what? I'm not changing my ways. Oh. Don't mind the rumbling. That was an earthquake. Don't mind the bright light heading towards your base. It's an earthquake. Hey, look at that. Hello. Hello. I have an idea.
What the?
Wow, what was that sound, huh? One of you guys should come and investigate.
Grip on it. Nothing.
Will someone just come in here?
You sure you saw something? I must have...
Excuse me. Someone just come in here? Hello?
There?
Alright, this is getting ridiculous at this point.
You're getting paranoid.
Hey! Oops. What is their deal with not coming in here?
Where'd that little
Fine.
fucker go?
You ruined my fun. What'd you get for ruining my fun? Oh my gosh, how did you get here? Babooski. Let's go around with this thing for a little bit. Oh. That was fun. They'll never see it coming. James? Faces.
There we go.
Got it. I'm the best.
Hell yeah. Oh, hell no.
The perfect crime. I should probably go back in there and kill that guy up. What happened here? Hey! Ow. Ow. Sucks to be you. And pop goes the weasel. Pop. Oh, what? Okay. What are you doing in there? What were you guys doing in there? I missed.
What the?
That was a good throw. Man, these people are really good throws. Oh, okay. Stop it with the throwing of the things and such. Why does everyone have Molotovs? Hey!
Come on out.
Friend,
I'll make
come
it
back.
Nice and quick. You
Friend.
can trust me.
Okay, I need you guys to come in here, though. Okay. There's actually someone behind me shooting me from somewhere. Come in here. And you know where I am. Just come in.
Where'd that
There you are.
little fucker go?
Okay, hold on while I reload real quick. Come here. Come here. I'm just a giant robot, man. Grenade! Oh, a threefer! What? Where is he? He's up there. How is he hitting me? Why do you have a shotgun when you're up here? What kind of psychopath does that? You, what do you have? A shotgun too? What the heck is wrong with you guys? Mouse button 4 to study your aim. That was the wrong button. Just looking in the mirror and thinking, why are we all here? It's just to suffer. Ayo! Got the stuff.
Wasn't sure you were gonna make it back in one piece. Any trouble out there?
Yes, a lot.
I've been having too much fun blowing things up to think about it.
That's the spirit. Here, got you a little something for the trouble. Let me know when you're ready for the next job.
Any news on your side?
Just been cleaning things up here from the raid. Speaking of which, if you want to lend a hand, feel free to use the workshops around here. There's one on the first floor and also a second one in the bunker. Have a look around and make yourself comfortable.
Is that it? Whoa. Like a good neighbor, Murphy teleported. I guess I'll listen to their next plan.
If you're ready to get started on the next phase, let me explain.
Just point me to the action.
I got a pal and good neighbor. Goes by the name Hancock.
I know him.
After what happened at University Point in Quincy, he's got some concerns about the next shoe to drop in downtown Boston.
What do you mean?
Every urban area has pressure points, centers of gravity that hold a region's economy together. Take out the pressure points, and it inflicts a disproportionate amount of economic pain. Trade suffers, supply chains stop moving, and eventually people start going hungry. The fabric of society starts to crumble. The Institute knows this, so do the Gunners. It's not hard to guess what their next targets might be.
Is
Lexington?
Diamond City really in danger? It's not like there's raiders pounding on the gate.
Maybe not raiders, but they got super mutant hordes right around the corner, and synths have infiltrated their local government. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Diamond City isn't the settlement most in danger of falling. Good Neighbor is.
Why do you say that?
You mean besides the elevated sniper perches surrounding the town, and the relative ease of blockading the entrance so no food or supplies can get in or out?
Yeah.
Obviously.
It's like this. If your settlement is poor, you can't afford adequate security. If your security stinks, your enemies eventually take notice, and sooner or later, they'll either demand tribute or conquer you.
So, if you want your city not to get pillaged, you need a functional economy. It's hard to pull off when your clientele is primarily low-end chem addicts and drifters. There's no real money in catering to riffraff like
This
that.
woman keeps coming
If
at me
it
and
to
touching me.
survive, it needs to attract a higher class of clientele.
What's the solution?
My thoughts exactly,
Bottom
Matthew.
line, Hancock wants to clean up Good Neighbor. Starting with the chem dealers selling drugs to kids, the thugs harassing visitors for protection money, the back alley murders, the gang activity, and the never-ending stream of aspiring scam artists. He wants all of them gone. Not detained, not bargained with, just gone.
Makes sense to get rid of the trash. What's the catch?
As mayor, he can't be officially connected to ordering hits on his constituency. So, he's contracted out certain jobs on the down low to a few people he trusts. That's where you come in.
I shoot
need some
people?
Details here. I have no idea what I'm getting into.
I get to shoot
Three
people?
jobs I want you to start with. First job is to entrap an old ghoul who's been trying to rip off Hancock. Second one is to eliminate a Triggerman gang infesting the town's warehouses. And a third task is to take out a few miscreants plaguing the local economy. You can do the jobs in any order you want. I've written down all the details.
Someone,
on this
something no name,
including the local
or no
contacts
knows.
to get started. Once the jobs are complete, cross them off your list and we'll move on to the next phase. And one more thing. You did us a solid with that gunner job. Anything we can help you with in return?
My son, Sean, was kidnapped. I'm looking for help to find him.
Man, sorry to hear that. Can you describe how he got kidnapped?
We were in a vault when it happened. Vault 111. It was some kind of cryo facility. My wife was murdered.
I can't take him seriously with that hat.
Keep them from taking Sean, and they just...
Take your time. We're listening, of course, but details would be helpful.
There was a man and a woman. They didn't say much, but I remember they called me the backup. The woman was dressed in, I think it was a kind of hazard suit. The man had some sort of metal brace on his arm. One of them came right up to me. Bald head, scar across his left eye. I'll never forget that voice. Low and rough. Like sandpaper across your face.
You didn't happen to get a name, did you?
They never said their names.
Yeah, I kinda figured. So Vault 111 was a cryo facility? That's crazy. I headed up there once, but it was sealed shut.
They had us cryogenically frozen in these pods, but something malfunctioned. The man who killed my wife, he had a handgun. I didn't get a clear look at it, but that sound.
Smith and Wesson.
Rather traumatic, I suppose. So, no name, but the killer had a bald head, scar, gravelly voice, and likely a rep for doing shady jobs. Sounds a bit like a local merc named Kellogg. Somewhat nasty character.
Rumor is he had a place in Diamond City, but there's something else.
Please, tell me what you know.
Fuck, this is a tough one. I shouldn't be sharing this, but it's your kid we're talking about. Look, check the desk in my room. There's a holotape in there. Might have some answers you're looking for.
Okay.
Holotape? What's on it?
Tough to explain. You need to see it for yourself. But the gist is, back in Quincy, when Stella's mom was bleeding out in my arms,
I didn't
the
know
last thing
that.
she told me was to pull a holotape out of a cargo pants pocket. Not the type of thing you expect to hear in someone's dying words. I asked her why, but didn't get an answer. She just whispered to show it to Stella when she was old enough. And just like that, she was gone.
Stella's an
Took a
synth?
while before I could bring myself to read what was on the tape.
Father hits her father?
I wishes I hadn't.
I appreciate you telling me all of this. I know it's difficult.
Just promise me that whatever happens, you don't mention a word of this to Stella. She doesn't know, and that's the way it's gotta stay for now.
Don't worry. I'll keep your secret.
And hey, good luck out there.
Donkey!
Excuse me.
I need to talk to you.
Name's Holly. It's nice to meet ya. You interested in having a little fun?
Sure. I'm listening.
I'm listening.
So, let me ask you something. You ever read comic books?
Yes.
What's it to you?
Old comics are my absolute favorite. I think they cater to human aspiration, distilling our best and worst human qualities and pitting them against each other in an entertaining conflict. The best ones show us pieces of ourselves in all the different heroes. And besides, superheroes are wicked cool.
Couldn't agree more.
Couldn't agree more.
I grew up in an old print shop where they had a stash of undelivered comics. All sorts of great characters, but my favorite was Harley Quinn. I first noticed Harley's comic because she had the same first name as me. But as I read more of her stories, it felt like we had a real connection.
Why do you say that?
Holly was a good person who got drawn into a dark lifestyle because she tried to fix someone she loved. Most girls can relate trying to change a guy who's never gonna change. There's something intense and passionate about being with someone who pulls you back in each time they hurt you. No matter how powerful and strong you are as a person, sometimes you lose control. Your obsession keeps you holding on for the crazy ride, lusting after the highs and waiting out the lows.
Why are you telling me all of this?
All I'm saying is that sometimes us girls can get a little, overzealous. When we put our minds to it, we're way more devious, scheming, and vindictive than our male counterparts could ever be. And Harley Quinn is the epitome of that. She's an out-and-out crazy bitch. There's something you just want to applaud about a character so unashamed of her utterly disastrous mentality. She knows she's crazy, but she wholeheartedly embraces it and makes it work. She's a no-fucks-given, hot-pants-wearing middle finger to the rest of the world. Plus, she's fun, and who doesn't like a bit of fun?
Get to the point if you have one.
I'm not here to argue with you.
I wanted to be just like Holly growing up, and part of that never went away. Lately, I've been trying to track down some of her gear. I found an old article in the Fallon's archives saying that before the war, Harley Quinn outfits were some of the most popular costumes for Halloween. I want to find one, and I think I know where to look.
So give me the details.
There was an old clothing store called Hot Topic down at the Monsignor
Hot
Plaza.
topic.
Legend is they were in the business of selling overpriced merchandise to teens who wanted a gothic or punk look. And if the Harley Quinn costume was as popular as I'm reading, maybe they've got an extra outfit or two lying around.
Can I have one too?
Sounds like an important mission.
I don't care much for traveling down to that area without backup. Place is crawling with raiders. And everyone else here thinks that chasing after an old costume is a waste of time. But you, I've got a feeling you might be different.
Yes.
So, what do you think? Will you come with me?
If you come with me.
If that's what floats your boat.
All right then. We'll head out when you're ready. If Hot Topic doesn't have it, I know a couple other places we can look.
The cloud is just... Oh, okay. Sweetie, if you are reading this, it means I never got the chance to tell you. A million apologies will never make up for that. Or for me not being there to watch you grow up. But you deserve the truth. Regardless of what he did, despite what you may think of him after reading this, he's still part of you. And I can only hope you're old enough when you find this to understand that it might provide some small amount of insight into yourself. Your father and I, our time together was beautiful but short. Sorry to say he never knew you, nor did I know of his past or the things he was capable of. But you should know that when it came to you, he had a choice. That day in University Point when we lost our home, it was your father who saved us. He found us hiding, shivering and terrified. His eyes met mine and then yours. He paused, briefly pondered, gazed back at you, and realized it was his own eyes staring back at him. We nodded to each other, and he directed us to safety. I gave him a goodbye hug, and as I did, I felt something in his back armor pocket. I don't remember why. Maybe it was just instinct, but I grabbed it, and now you're reading it. That was the last we saw of each other. I don't expect you to forgive me, or to forgive him. All I'm offering you is the truth. Know that I'll always love you, and okay. See you later, Stella. I guess I'm gonna sit down next to her. It's been a while since I've sat on a good couch. Okay, now it's time to get up because I missed my thing. Hello, Stella. Can I talk to you?
Hey, sweetie.
Hey there.
Okay, well, I can't talk to her.